Hi, I'm Seamless, and it doesn't really matter what day it is anymore because I am super duper late in actually doing these streams, and I am behind. But I'm doing some more, and this is the next track from scratch. I think it's the 9th one. Might be the 12th one. I don't know. 13th? Some number. It'll be in the video description or the title or something. But anyway, point being, Drumstep. That's what this is. I'll play through what we got, and then we will continue with it. And I'm actually pretty happy about today because I got to look at some new material from Billin, and it gives me ideas. So it's gonna be great. I think I'll have fun applying that to this track. Anyway, let's do this. I'm actually super duper into this trong. I tried to say track and song at the same time. I have invented the word trong. So I'm super into this track. Like I weirdly felt like I had some kind of anxiety about this, but I don't remember what it was because I'm just like into it now. I don't know. But so there's a couple things I want to do. I'm okay with what the drop's doing. I'll leave that alone. But I kind of want to do the around the drop stuff, like some things about the intro. This is some more fin stuff that needs to go in there. And also, I have kind of an idea about what I want to do after the drop. So that should be interesting. So yeah, let's do this. Never ceases to amaze me, the ideas that you guys come up with. Actually, one thing about the drop I want to check real quick is what's going on here. What's this thing? Actually, I want that to be a little bit louder. Same thing with you. Okay, I'll leave that alone. So, yeah. So this guy's got to come in. This guy's got to like do something a little bit less, like incredibly. I don't know. The transition between this part and this part is a bit weird. Actually, I think I'll just not start this until here. And this, some effect or other is going to have to come in to make this guy fade in a bit over time. Might just be volume, but I think I might try something a bit different with this. I actually have kind of an idea. It might be a disaster, but we'll find out. All right. How do I want to do this? It's not super loud the way it is now. This is just EQ, right? Yeah. See, the high passing is going to be involved in it, but I want to I'm going to seriously damage it, and I'm going to kind of undamage it. Like, it's going to just get really come in there. People are like obsessed with the idea that I said trong. Apparently it's going to be like the name of the song. I don't know. I'm not entirely opposed to the idea. I guess I could use the mix idea here. Okay. This is going to be weird. Don't be. You might not have any idea what the hell I'm talking about when all these things I've just said about this. I actually don't think I want to do this inside patcher, because I have things going on in post. So actually, this will work. I'm just gonna put a patcher on top of this, and this is gonna be kind of like the intro destruction patcher. In fact, something I never do that you can do is you can rename stuff. You can rename the effects somehow. Done it before. Yeah, there it is. Intro destruction. Bam. The fuck am I doing? Oh yeah. Because I can just automate this on and off. So that'll be great. So the first thing I'm gonna do is turn this shit down, because the stuff I'm gonna do this is gonna be just nasty. It's happening. All right, so having done this, why do I have this high pass here? Did I already try this once? I might have. I wonder what happened if I did this before the destruction. Let's find out. I see the best part about this is that it's creating lower harmonics. Okay, so this actually doesn't need to do anything. I don't need to be doing that. So after that, it does this, so I can do this. Actually, even better, I can do this. Put some chords in the drop. I don't know about. This is probably going to be just a big old bass bash from start to finish. So that's post distortion. I guess I can leave that alone, or put it after. Wait, oh yeah, it's after it's after compression. That's what I wanted. Okay. So basically, I'm gonna come in with like a come down with a high pass sweep here, and then slowly disengage the distortion, so that eventually it stops. It comes back in. You know. So there's a number of ways that we could do this. If I turn the pre-gain down on some of these, that wouldn't necessarily matter. But I could turn the mixes down selectively. So if I turn this guy, let's do this one, and then this one. I'll turn it independently because especially the earlier ones will affect how the other ones sound. And changing that will alter the overall feel, which I think will be spectacular. I think. I could just be horribly wrong about all this, but we'll find out. I need to check the chat, someone says. So this is the first one. Let's do the second one first. The second one can come down all the way. And the first one can come down slower. And the third one will come down last. All right, so that was too fast. These guys need to stay crunchy. This can come down faster. And on top of all that, I can bring down this. Like near the end, it can come down. Let's keep you all the way up. Let's bring you down. You can come down sort of in the midst of all this. And then you very slowly, but still on here, because you're still going to affect number 3 there. I suppose I'd also need to bring down some of the pumping up that's happening here. Like this probably doesn't need to be super huge. During most of this, need to be in the beginning because it's epic, but it can come down. It's like that. What am I doing on the mids? Because I can uncompress the mids too. So like I'm not doing it. Oh, I'm not doing it in there. I'm doing it here. Derp. So this guy's doing this, but instead of doing that, I can just crunch up this and then bring it down. To normal levels. That was certainly interesting. I have even more of an idea. Let's see what this sounds like in context. Might be a bit much. I can already tell it's already too much high frequencies, but we'll find out. That worked out okay. New plan. New plan, though. This is actually part of this plan. It's the same plan, but you didn't know because I didn't tell it to you. Okay. What? Yeah. You were talking about the stream review interviews and stuff, and I'm sort of planning on doing those again. And by sort of, I mean I am planning on doing those again. I can't start those up again until I know that I have like a steady stream of them, because I don't want to like start and stop again for like a long period of time because I can't get more people. That's so I have a couple of ideas, and eventually they may be things, but we will find out. All right. Let's fighting Kikasu. Did I put the... Why does it even let you do that? Control G? Alt G? There it is. This is going to be weird. Because what I've been doing so far hasn't been weird. So now you're just not going to come on until here. I'll leave these here just for reference, I guess, because they still have to terminate. But you... That was bitchin'. Let's see if I can't do something stranger. So what if I do it faster? And then... See, you might think that when you're using the granularizer, when you first open it up, that it's not doing anything. Like when you just play it and it just plays. Actually, it is still being granulized. It's just that it's being chopped up in such a way that it fits perfectly with itself to create the original sound. And this is a combination of these parameters that equal that. That doesn't mean that that's the only combination that it can, though. Which is why I was trying to find the other part there. So essentially, if you change the grain spacing, you see that it gets a lot faster. But then if I slow down the wave spacing... You can find another equilibrium. Someone says, can you load the granularizing effect? No, you cannot, because what it is doing isn't really possible with effects. I mean, there are granularizer effects out there, but they're not doing really what this is doing. This is a sample-based granularizing. Or maybe it could be possible to do it as an effect. I don't know. This granularizer is very old, so it's possible to detect that sort of the techniques used to do this can be done live. I don't actually know about that. But this particular version of it cannot be loaded as an effect. All right, so I'm going to use this. I'm going to fade in, and then we're going to start with, okay, so lots of effects to do something relatively simple, because why not? So wave spacing, you can go slower, and then, or that's faster. That's not slower, and then faster. And then you can go higher, and then lower. You can just do whatever you want. Ooh, so close yet so far. That's the grace. So that's because it slows it back down to sort of original speed. I'm gonna have to fade in the original beneath this to make it like match up with the initial part of it. I think I might actually fade this in before, like from back here. So you can go real slow. You still can do just kind of what you want. And even slower and speed up. Cool. So that actually worked out pretty cool, but I say I'm going to have to fade in the other guy from here. So essentially the original file, the original sort of sound from this guy, which was in where? Here? Yeah. So I don't need to do anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually fade in this with yield fruity balance. Like right at the end here so that it matches up with the rhythm of the part after it. Just like that. And then the granularized version, to this guy, I'm going to fade out at the same time so that it all matches up. I could have just looked at the same automation clip and done like inverted, but whatever. All right, let's hear this from the beginning and see what this feels like. pretty okay for now. So the other stuff that I want to do the intro is that like I want to have more like more stuff in it, like in the beginning, like instead of just starting out like that, to have some kind of like kind of shit going down. And unfortunately, I have the freaking Leviathan pack, which is like 80% that. So I'm going to use this guy, but not at all for how it sounds. I have a plan for it. So this guy is just going to have some effects on it to do strange things. The other guy is the master still. I'm going to do this guy is essentially just big ass slow pass. Just and then super big reverb on it. Like that. And this guy. This one, right? Yeah. Time stretching. There we go. Alright. That would be the end of the first part. Well, whatever number part this is. I still want to do some of this though. Let's do some shimmer, because why not? Feedback, go. Ooh. And now some actual reverb just kind of balance that a little bit. Yeah, right. I actually want to put that there, but like somewhere else in this kind of shit. Actually, I wonder what this will sound like backwards. Not nearly as impressive. This might have just been a bad idea all around. Just like having that happen is kind of neat. Boom. We could try time switching this one though. do this one and less time stretching. So obviously I need to keep this freaking stretching thing going on for the whole time and just kind of fade it in and out. So that's cool though, because this means that after this I can kind of just go nuts with the parameters. And this is kind of what I like to do with the granularizer, to do random bullshit and then sort of fade in the parts that work. Which, I mean, I'm not gonna know what they are. And we'll find out what they are in the next part of this Drumstep track from scratch. For those of you watching on YouTube, if you have any questions about this, please let me know. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And as usual, have a nice day.